And the rest of you, after we get 67, that's good altitude right there, Justin. Get the peripheral going. Look at the flags. Or just run. Go ahead and go around. Good job. Kevin, same thing. Come on down the chute.
Hey guys, I'm Mustache Fire Bruno. You are looking at the combination of all of the things I have worked toward for the last 3 years coming down to this one specific moment right here. And I hope you follow along. I want to say thank you to anyone that's watching. Thank you to anyone that has participated in any of the online stuff. You are the reason that I got to this point, and thank you for all of your kind words, your motivation, and you reaching out to let me know, hey, I've inspired you in some way. And that's what this is all about. I hope to inspire another person just like I was. So I gotta take you back. From this point, how did I get here? All right, here it is. High Sierra Fly-In 2019. I got a video. I'll link it up at the top. This is some footage from it. This is the moment that I decided I wanted to become a pilot. This is the moment that not only did I already fall in love with aviation back well before this, but this was the defining moment for me watching STOLDRAGs. Watching Toby Ashley, watching Steve Hendry, Jeff Pohl, all the guys that we have all come to love and that now I consider mentors in what I'm doing. This is where it all started for me, and I hope you're following along, and I hope you're inspired by this, that you can have your feet firmly on the ground on the sidelines, and then a few years later be right where I'm at, taking this class, taking this course, and becoming STOLDRAG certified. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And with that being said, the way this course is set up over the couple days is so professional, so profound, and so good quality that I hope everyone that wants to do this goes out and does it. The way it's set up is very military-esque in the sense. Marine, spend a lot of time in classrooms, believe it or not. We do a lot of the same educational structure that the way Kevin and the guys in STOLDRAG are doing it. You go into the classroom, you learn this or that, and then you get out and you do practical testing, you do practical assessment, you do practical flying in this sense. And they're always assessing, just like the military, always assessing that person and what they're doing. Are they good? Can we count on them? Are they competent? Are they going to get someone hurt? And that's the way this course is kind of set up, and it's crazy to see. But so we go into the classroom day one, which I didn't get a lot of footage of. So you see us kind of lining up here. This is after the classroom. We've walked the course, we've done everything, and in that class setting, you're learning what to expect, who to listen to, go around procedures, maintenance, like all the things that go along in it that a lot of people don't think about. And you get out of that class, you go and walk the course looking for FOD. Kevin gets done, he has a good pilot meeting, we talk about everything, this is what to expect. You are not going to line up next to an airplane until well past this point. This is day one, so we're lining up here, we're coming onto the course, day one. Kevin's pulling each plane up, and we're going to take off in an opposite direction, and we're going to get up in the air. And there's 9 of us at this time, and it's crazy because that's a lot of planes to be in the pattern at once, but they do such a good job with safety, and I can't say thank you enough for that with them. You come in, and what you're going to learn is your sight picture. You're going to come flying down the course, at a certain altitude, doing anywhere from 50 to like 85, 90 knots, depending on how fast your airplane is. I think I was doing like 75 knots. You get that sight picture, then you get up into the pattern, you keep going around, and the whole time Kevin's talking to you, telling you what to work on, you're doing good, you're doing great, hey man, that super sucked, hey, do you feel comfortable? They're always asking about that. That just goes to show you that safety is the utmost concern here, and that's what I love about it. So here we go, me pulling up to the line and getting ready to get my first run here.
Are you ready? On the arm drop. 3, 2, 1. Come on up, Kevin. Fast aircraft is launching now. Go all the way to the end, guys. We're going to come across that grass at the far end. Line up lane 1. Come on up, Kev. Come up a little more. Good. Give you just a little space. Mike is just turning base. You guys don't crouch on each other. Number 2, keep
into the pattern, as you can tell, Kevin starts talking to us about good spacing, looking out, following the guy in front of us with our eyes, not really flying into the instruments. You don't hear him talk about that, but he talks about that in class. And this is where safety is of the utmost importance. If I'm going too fast, I'm going to catch that guy in front of me. You know, I'm going to have to let my speed down. That's going to push everyone behind me back, or, you know, make a huge gap in the pattern. We don't want to do that. We want everyone consistent, spacing consistent, coming down into the chute, which is lane 1 as you're about to see me fly into. You know, you're coming up into the pattern. You're doing a regular pattern just like you would as a student pilot. You're going upwind, crosswind, downwind, you know, base to final. Doing everything you need to do, maintain good altitude at about 500 feet, which is what Kevin wants to see. As you start to make that final turn, as you can tell here, I'm starting to really get my airplane configured for this quick run down the runway. No slips or anything like that. We're just getting a sight picture. We just want to see what the flags look like on the left and the right. And I can tell you, once they start adding lights and everything like that, it becomes even more wild. But you're going to maintain altitude at about 15 feet, which is about the height of the flags, all the way down it. And what Kevin's trying to see is an inspection pass. Okay, is this pilot good enough to do what we're doing? Is this pilot consistent at holding altitude? Is this pilot safe?
Or just run. Go ahead and go around. Good job.
And that is all he's determining with this first pass. And that's what all of these passes turn into, is you're building a layer upon a layer. At the end, it's just like a cake, and it's done.
And just give me a real, just an easy, light flip. Nothing too hard or rowdy. Just let's see. Turn the aircraft into that American flip, looking out the left window, real nice and easy. And just maintain directional control. Watch out for the ballooning. You're going to waffle a little bit, but I want to see that slip all the way down this course from the first flag to the second at midway, all the way past me. Then we'll go around. We're adding on to things.
Building layer upon layer, Kevin now starts to add in that little slip for us. He wants to make sure you can hold directional control, maintain altitude, and make sure that your wingtip is not, you know, like we've seen in those videos, 6 to 7 inches off the ground. He wants them higher up, about 5 feet. That's why he keeps preaching wheels at the flags at about 15 feet. It's going to keep that wing from dipping low, grabbing grass, and sending you off into the other racer, or sending you off into the crowd. Because if you lose power, that's exactly what's going to happen. Now,
Great job. I should say with 6 and bucket. 4, don't creep on 3. Don't creep on 3, 4. Hey, Denny, you're on the inside of me. Oh, man, I got the wrong plane in front of me. Where are you at? I'm right on your, I'm sorry about that.
keep your head on a swivel, because safety is of utmost importance. You always got to be looking out that cockpit, looking for that guy that's in front of you. Don't lose him. What happened here was a rookie lost the guy in front of him, comes up next to the guy that he is behind, thinking that the plane that's in front of the guy that he's behind is him, and that almost caused a mid-air collision. You know, luckily he went up over him and then started to slow down, let that guy go past him, and that's what you're all hearing here. And with that saying said, you could hear Kevin, like, he's calming everyone down because it could get into one of those high-tense situations. You know, it was an accident, it happens, but safety is the utmost concern. It's not just the guys on the ground, it's the guys that are flying the planes. You got to keep your head on a swivel. That's how important this stuff is. Coming into the chute, the airplane's configured, half flaps, power's good, everything is rocking and rolling. I'm going to get to that threshold. As soon as I get to that threshold, I kick rudder, move my stick, get that good aileron direction and control. That wing starts to dip, get into that slip, and I hold that altitude with power. Just to hold that altitude with power all the way till the end where Kevin's at.
Slip it even harder, Justin. That was real pretty, buddy. Excellent altitude control. Excellent. Just hold that. Hold that. Mustache flyer crushing it on the ground, Justin. That's gorgeous.
Justin, you have nav lights for your lecture. Fantastic. Keep good separation. Everybody's flying really nice. I want you to slip opposite side this time. Opposite side. I think Justin was the only one doing the Canadian, so he's got to come through and do an American flip for me. The rest of you doing the Canadian flip, looking out that right window.
So now it's the reverse of what we just did. So if you did the Canadian like I did, I've got to do the American, which is now me looking out the left window instead of the right window. That's to make sure that you can do the slips on both lanes if you're inside or outside and the wind's coming off either direction, that they know you're safe and good and you're not just good to one side. As you see, when I start, I kick that rudder real hard and I kind of let my control stick ease into it when really I should have just started it, you know, and locked it in. So I flutter for a second and then I lock it in, and it looks real nice going all the way down. All right, I'm getting all these amazing compliments, attaboys from Kevin, and I come down to this run and I shit the bed royally. Land 6 links too short. It's like I used to tell the girls in college, it's a lot shorter than it looks, but it's enough to make the difference of pass or fail. And the cool thing is, Kevin always gives you another try.
But we're not going to land. It'll be a go around. Got it. Everybody that comes down this chute, you're fast. Cut the power at the halfway or just beyond. Gorgeous, buddy. Go around. Great job.
The other thing about this is I wish I would have talked to Big Tuna before all this happened, and know that I got to cut my power just a little bit longer than halfway, but when Kevin tells you to do something, it's immediate action, just like you're running in the military. Once they say do it, just do it, because they know more about it than you do. Well, that's the case, but for my particular airframe, I actually need to cut power just a little bit longer, a couple 100 foot longer, and I'll come right at that landing point, which you'll see on the next one.
Add your flaps and see if you can make it to the line in that slip kicking the rudder at the last round. There's a lot going on there. Gorgeous, buddy. Go around. Great job.
All right, end of day 1. We're coming down to the last run, simulating a one-way with a stop. I'm doing around 80 knots coming down. I want you to hear the wind whipping by the camera. It is way significantly more than any of the other runs, and that's what this is all about. It's getting that speed, hitting that rudder kick, getting that sweet slip in to slow your airspeed down, and then kick that rudder back over to line out.
Kill that power. Gorgeous landing. Maintain directional control. Good job.
There you go. Day 1 in StolDrag certification, not yet certified, but this video is getting long, so we're breaking it up in 2, boys. The next video you're really going to want to watch, it is the one from 2-way races, lining up, getting that practice StolDrag in, and where Kevin ultimately comes down and invites us all in to the StolDrag world. So I hope you finished the video. If you made it this far along, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And hit that like, subscribe button. It would be much appreciated. This is Bruno. I'll catch you on part 2.